Okay, guys. Well, I broke my foot, so we're doing coaching videos. You're just gonna have to hold your horses on the tarot readings because I have to walk to do those. But we're gonna do coaching videos. Why not? Let's make the best of this. I'm gonna share my screen with you. We'll talk about twin flames in a sec. I'll just kind of show you some show and tell here first. Okay, here, let me move out of the way. That's there you go. You see that little boot? I got that boot. See that? I gotta wear that thing probably for the next 2 months because I fractured it. And then I got this peg leg thing so I can walk around, but it's not exactly easy to walk around in that thing. So, yeah. My tarot setup, I have to stand to do them. But hey, I don't know. Maybe we won't be doing tarot readings anymore. You naughty divine feminine, stop watching tarot readings. How many times I got to tell you? There's the x ray. And do you see this line? See that? See that line right there? Yeah, that's what the doctor said is a fracture. So I circled it. It's kind of blurry. This other one's better. But yeah, the doctor saw that and she goes, yeah, it's fractured. They're going to do a CT scan in a couple days because it's an internal fracture. It's not like on the outside of the bone. Yeah, I slipped and fell like an old man. And no, don't come at me with the crap about, oh, well, Kurt, it means that you need to slow down. No, Kurt, it means this other thing over here. Kurt, it means this. Kurt, it means that. I'm just going to delete you. I don't want to hear it. No, it means I'm a klutz, guys. There's a thing I talk to my students about this. I call it spiritual hyperbole syndrome, where every little thing that happens in your life has some meaning. What does it mean? I injured myself. It means these things, and God has this message for you, and it's all this stuff, and we're going to analyze it. And what does it mean? And yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that, guys. It's insufferable. It doesn't mean anything. It means I'm a klutz. Not everything that happens in your life means something, guys. There's still ordinary life. All right, enough of that. Let's get to the matter at hand today. Twin flames. All right, let's watch this short little video I did a couple days ago. Watch. There's no twin flame journey, guys. This is your spiritual awakening. You got to take your focus off the person. And it's not, I take my focus off the person and instead focus on me. That's that subject-object relationship. That's I am the focus. I am consciousness. It's not directed outward. It's not I focus on. It's just I am. There's no twin flame journey, guys. This is your spiritual awakening. You got to take your focus off the person. You got to take your focus off the person. Somebody on another platform where this video was also posted, they put in the comments, they go, well, that's easy for you to say. You're with your twin flame. Really? Really? That's what they had to say? Well, that's easy for you to say. You're with your twin flame. Okay, so somebody just handed it to me, right? God came down from the sky and said, you broke your foot. You want to know what it means? What it means is you're with your twin flame. everything, everything is spiritual now, right? I was a good little boy. And so God picked me and I'm in union with my twin flame. I didn't have to do anything for that to happen. I'm just lucky, I guess. So God was just like, "Hey, you're a good little boy. I'm going to give you your union now. Here you go." Ah. And then later Kurt goes on YouTube and goes, "Hey everybody, it doesn't matter if you're with your twin flame. Don't focus on them." Is that what happened? Cuz I mean, if this person who left that wonderful comment on the video is to be believed, that's how it works, I guess, right? Oh, well, that's easy for you to say, Kurt, right? Because I'm telling her, take your focus off your twin flame. And she's going, well, that's easy for you to say. You've got your twin. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this stuff up, man. Guys, why there is the union? Why my twin flame and I are good. No more running and chasing. Why did that happen? Because I took my focus off of her first. First. It's not, here's your twin flame, Kurt. You were a good little boy. You believed in the twin flame ideology really good and super hard. And you did all the healing, which, by the way, none of that's real. But some people think that is. So whatever, I did the twin flame thing the right way. And God said, you were a good little boy. Here's your twin flame. And then later I said, right? No, it happened in the other order. And actually, God didn't go, here's your twin flame. You were a good little boy. Guys, if you focus on your twin, they run. They run. That's the whole point of that video. It's not, I was a good little boy and God gave me my twin flame. And now I can say, oh, yeah, you got to take your focus off your twin. You bet. It's just that easy. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You've got your twin. Yeah, because I stopped focusing on her first. I did it first. Guys, this poor me victim mentality, if you're doing that, you've got to knock that off, man. You got to knock that off. I'm not, the whole deal with me and my twin flame, like we're good, everything's fine, no more running and chasing, right? Why did that happen? Because I'm lucky? It didn't happen because I'm lucky, right? We're good. We're good. And I've helped a lot of people to do it too, right? 7,000 students that I've coached. How did they do it? They stopped focusing on their twin flame. That's how. Now, if you're sitting there wondering, well, how do I stop focusing on my twin flame then? That's not you. That's not you. You do not focus on anything out there. That is an inherent function of the ego mind, of the ego mask, the separate self, right? You are not this thinking entity that's trying to figure out how to stop focusing on your twin flame. Who you really are is this quiet presence behind the thinking mind. Consciousness, which is not thought and doesn't focus outside. It just is. And you don't become that. You know what that is? The soul. Remember your body, mind, soul, right? So you don't really stop focusing on your twin flame as a function of mind. You just get out of the mind is how you do that. There's no magic trick. There's no like healing trick that you got to do. You don't go believe in the twin flame ideology either. That's not even a thing. There's no such thing, you guys. And I've got some videos coming up that I'm going to do about that. I just did one here. Let me show you something, man. Let me show you this. Oh, you guys you're going to think this is a hoot. Oh boy, have I got something for you. You know all the twin flame myths about mission and healing and your divine masculine is going to awaken and you're going to go on your mission together and the 144,000 twin flames and all that crap about twin flames. You want to know where that came from? This gal right here, Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who did not meet her twin flame. So she was the first ever new age pop culture woo-woo twin flame, which isn't actually twin flames. It's not. But this is where all that new age crap came from. Now, this is ABC News reporting In the year 1990, she started a cult. Watch this.
She believes she is the reincarnated spirit of Queen Guinevere and Marie Antoinette. To her church members, she is the mother of the universe, the very messenger of God.
A messenger is one who does bring the message of the angels, of the ascended masters, and of God to a people who have forgotten their source.
The ascended masters, spirits like Jesus, Buddha, Merlin the magician, and someone called Rayolite, bring prophet visions of destruction. The Soviet Union, she believes, is planning a first nuclear strike. The four horsemen of the apocalypse are riding across the land.
And as you know, these four horsemen bring problems in the economy. They bring...
Okay, so just to make sure you understand this, she thinks all of these angels and Jesus and whatever are talking through her and told her that there is going to be full-on nuclear war, and they gave her a specific date. And don't quote me on this. I think it was like October 2nd, 1990 or 1991 or something like that, but an exact date. So she made a false prophecy. Of course, it never came true. Keep watching. Keep watching.
They bring war, they bring death, they bring famine, they bring plague.
Lord Michael, and legions of doom, come seal me now, keep me faithful and true.
Whoa. Okay, just, I want you to grasp the gravity of the fucking, like, cult, brainwashed shit that you're looking at right now. Let's watch that again. Just watch this little, it's like 8 seconds. Just think about this. Think about what these people are doing and what she's getting them to do. Watch.
They bring death, they bring famine, they bring plague.
Lord Michael,
look at that.
Come seal me now, keep me faithful and true.
An estimated 3,000 church members gave up their old lives.
What the
to follow
fuck?
Prophet's visions to Paradise Valley, chanting for protection.
Here you go.
And preparing for nuclear holocaust, dotting the landscape with scores of fortified bomb shelters, room for every man, woman, and child in the church.
These things.
So she tricked thousands of people into giving them all of their money, millions of dollars, made a false prophecy. She's doing this chanting, brainwashing shit. It's like totally culty. And they literally constructed underground bunkers. She took all their money to build these bunkers. They were stockpiling food, guns, ammo. They even had some fully automatic guns. Apparently, they got into a lot of trouble with the ATF. This is where the twin flame mission shit came from, guys. And the healing and your DM is going to awaken, all of that shit. This is where that came from.
Close and go in against the two openings in there, and there's no way of opening it up from outside.
Fred Morcell gave up a full-time acting career to come here and build this underground shelter for himself. And
he gave up his career. She tricked him into giving up his career to do this. Unbelievable.
6 others. When the messenger of God announced this past March and April were the most dangerous times, Morcell prayed and waited.
We were ready to go down any minute. Any minute.
Disaster was averted, members believe, in part because they prayed it away. But church members also
look at that. Look at all the bullets. Oh, disaster was averted because we prayed it away. No, the woman is a lunatic that made a false prophecy. That's why it didn't come true. Now, most of the people walked away, by the way, after it didn't come true. And actually, I think it was October 2nd, 1989. So this was 1990 when this news report was published. I believe the supposed nuclear annihilation was supposed to take place in October of 1989. But a whole bunch of people left, guys. Even her daughter walked away. Sad.
Other security measures. Ed Francis, Prophet's 4th husband and the church's business manager, together with her former bodyguard, were recently convicted of illegally buying $100,000 worth of assault weapons and ammunition to be used, Francis said, after a nuclear war.
Look at that.
Against looters, or when the Soviets invade.
Now, let me get this straight. Ed Francis, holed up in a bunker up in the mountains, says he's going to fight the Russians?
Well, who knows what kind of a scenario would unfold.
local residents have grown increasingly alarmed. When church members built a defense tower overlooking Pete Story's ranch, he called it a declaration of war.
Apparently they think that there will be a nuclear war, and afterwards there will be pathetic, starving, radiation-sickened mobs trying to get shelter or
So we're going to
raid
gun them
their
down.
bomb shelter or something.
And you're the mob.
And we're the mob.
I don't believe in pacifism. And I believe that if you are attacked in your home.
Okay, that's the face of, I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, but she literally declared herself an ascended master and a prophet, and there's all these beings talking to me, and yada, yada, all this kind of stuff. Guys, that's where all the twin flame mythology came from. So the next time you see somebody peddling the crap about mission and healing, and your DM is going to awaken and all this stuff, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Hey, we should call her G.I. Jane, right? Because she's got all those guns. Ah! You cannot make this shit up, guys. Guys, you're a soul, man. You're a soul. You and your twin flame are the same soul. You don't need any of that stuff. It's not a belief system. You are consciousness, you guys. You are being. And that's all. That's all that's going on. Before I go, let me give you some resources. This is what you need right here, guys. Here, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen again, guys. On my YouTube channel, I got all kinds of free stuff on here, guys. The True Twin Flame Teachings, this playlist right here. Just sit down and binge watch like 20 of those videos, guys. You're going to figure it out, what I'm talking about. And what you're going to figure out is that there really isn't anything for you to figure out. The soul isn't a collection of memories. It's not a personality type. It's not an identity. Elizabeth Clare Prophet and all the new age hipsters on the internet who aren't actually twin flames, I should add, to them, this is a personality type. Being a twin flame, they just want to look cool because it's like hip and trendy to say you're a twin flame. And that's where that came from, by the way. All the stuff that they're peddling came from her, right? Guys, it's just reincarnation. You met another incarnation of your soul, dude. That's all this is. Even if you go to this playlist right here, Twin Flame Science, your twin flame is your past life. Yeah, like reincarnation. And then in the second video, What Are Twin Flames? I explain how that works. And it's actually pretty grounded physics is how that would work. There's no time, guys, ultimately, right? You can reincarnate, hop around all around in time. You don't have to go forward in time. When you reincarnate, you can come back in time. So if you can come back in time, could you meet one of your past lives? Yeah. That's all this is, guys. Yeah, this is real, but it isn't any of that other stuff. You got to align with your soul, guys. And it's not thinking. It's not, again, it's not a personality type. This isn't a popularity contest. This is your spiritual awakening, and it doesn't look any particular way. It's just consciousness. You guys, so there's those two playlists. Also, of course, I don't want to forget to mention my Twin Flame Success Stories playlist right here, right? I've helped a whole bunch of people to get married to their twin flame. You know, Ruxar, Baya, there's SJ, right? All these people, they're always leaving comments all over my YouTube channel. You guys, if you met your twin flame, it shouldn't be a mystery to figure out what this is really all about. Or if you really met your twin flame or not, for that matter. You know, you're going to have a whole slew of highly paranormal experiences leaving your body, psychic intuition, kundalini, stuff like that. This isn't about finding your mission. This is about being a soul. That's it, guys. You are consciousness. You are beyond this physical realm. All right. See you later.